How's it going, everybody? I'm doing a Resident Evil 7 review here. This is the Xbox One version. I want to put this up a little while ago, but I finally got around to doing it today. I love this game. This game is phenomenal, real. I want to say return to form. I mean, I played a lot of 6. I didn't beat everybody's stories. I beat Leon's, I beat Ada's, I believe I beat Chris's as well, and I was doing Jake's. Or maybe I beat Jake's and I didn't beat Chris's, I forget. But it was very, like, one of those games where I would get pissed every, 15 minutes of playing it. Something annoyed me, but, it was Revelations. I enjoyed Revelations. I did not play the second Revelations. But this one does a good job of making the series, kind of bringing it forward or giving it a new flavor while really retaining a lot of the stuff from the older games, like, the first few, 1, 2, 3, Code Veronica, stuff like that. It's about, you are Ethan, and you get a message from your wife, Mia. She says, there's one that says don't come, and then the next one says come, find me, or whatever, and you go to the house. It's in Louisiana. I forget the name of the town, Dolby or something like that. And it's the Baker family's mansion. You've got Jack. Pretty sure it's Jack. I think I called him John last time. Jack Baker. Marguerite's the wife. Zoe is the daughter, and Lucas is the son. And there's another girl, Evie, Evelyn, who's involved. She's like, the family's got all types of powers and stuff. Like, not powers, but they're Resident Evil-fied, I guess you want to say. They can't be killed. Or they can be killed, but, they keep coming back. Shit's going down. There's other, they've, kidnapped people. You find notes. They've kidnapped, they've kidnapped people and whatnot, and they've, done stuff to people, so there's other kind of enemies. Jack will stalk you throughout the game. Like, the beginning of the game, you go there, you're just walking around. You're in the house from the demo, the guest house from the demo, if anybody played it. And then stuff happens, you find Mia, stuff starts to happen, boom, boom, boom. Bad things happen to you, you get pretty fucked up in the beginning. I put that in the video spoilers in this as well, if you don't want to hear any spoilers. But this happens early on. You lose your hand, blah, 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 shit happens, you get knocked out. You wake up, your hand's fucking stapled back on. And you're at the dinner table with the family, and they try to get you to eat stuff, and then they go away because a cop called or something, and then you can go explore. But Jack will stalk you throughout that area, the first area, the main house, and Zoe, the daughter, is helping you out along the way a little bit. But you meet a cop early on, the cop early on. He comes in, of course, he'll meets a bad fate, and he gives you a knife, which can be used to do stuff. You do get guns and stuff. It's very creepy. This game it's the creepiest in the series, in my opinion, and it's not even close. I mean, like a lot of the earlier ones had the atmosphere, and even 4. I mean, once 5 and 6 were pretty much pure action. Still, 5, I enjoyed 5 a lot, actually, but more action games, and 4 had that action, but it was still a bit creepy and had the atmosphere. But this one is, for me, it was legitimately creepy. This was almost Fatal Frame, Silent Hill level for me in terms of creepiness. The atmosphere was excellent. Sorry, cats keep opening the door. The atmosphere is excellent. It's creepy. You're nervous. When is he going to appear? Who's going to come out of where? It does a good job of not having a lot of stuff happen. This is very Silent Hill-ish, especially the earlier Silent Hills, where not a lot of stuff's happening, and you're constantly oh crap, what's coming from where? What's going to happen? But nothing. Things will eventually happen. Stuff, and it's interesting actually, because I was showing my friend early on a part. In the game where you have to get into the under the house, and then you have to pop up into the first save area. And I was getting my ass kicked when I was showing him, and he cuts my leg off. And then he like gives me a medicine, and he's like, "This will heal you," and like, you have to pick up your half your leg and put it back on, which I thought was funny. If that didn't happen the first time, the controls are pretty good. You move pretty slowly. It's not that big a deal, but I guess it makes it, I guess, more intense. But you do move kind of slow. I beat it twice so far, and I unlocked the thing where I guess it gives you more speed. So I'm going to try to do a speed run on the easy level to get the one achievement. I played it for about 13 hours the first time through, a little over 13. I did not find, there's coins you can find which are used to buy things that are in like these bird cages that you can put coins in. It's like a magnum, steroids, which are used to give you more health, and a stabilizer as well, which I think causes you to reload faster. And there's like a magnum in there also, in one of them. You can find coins. There are, constant files. Sorry, my throat. I have like a sore throat, so this might not be the best soft-spoken video. My voice sounds even more, it's deeper than normal. You find notes and stuff, and like, all everyone's files, so you get a little more backstory on what's happening. There's another thing to collect. Oh, you gotta destroy gnomes. Sorry, you gotta destroy these little gnomes. Or not gnomes, what do I say, gnomes? They got little football helmets on. These little bobbleheads. You gotta destroy those as well. I did all those, I believe. I did not get all the coins, and I missed out on 2 files, which I need to find, hopefully in my next run. In the beginning, ammo's kind of scarce, but if you don't go after Jack in the beginning, because you can take him down, but it's a waste of ammunition, you could just outrun and stuff. But you could do that, which is better because you'll have more ammo. You get a shotgun, you get like a makeshift flamethrower. That's like, you gotta put pieces together. You get like kind of like a makeshift grenade launcher as well. There's a cassette tape you find that you put into the thing, and you play those as well, like, which was the 3 people from the demo, the ghost hunting team from the demo. That tape is in there, and it's kind of cool. Those tapes give you clues as to like pull a certain lever or get a code for something like that, or a location of something, which is kind of cool. The one is you use Mia in the one, use those 3 guys in another. I believe there's only 3 tapes. Well, there was a 4th, but the 4th one is later in the game. 4 times now. Damn cats. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the 4th one is cool. It's it's the 3rd one actually. You get to you're playing the part of one of the ghost hunters, but you're like in a trap. Like Lucas puts you in like this rigged room where you got to solve puzzles, like almost a little Saw-esque, very light level Saw-esque, but it's cool. I wish there was more of that. I think there's more of that in the downloadable stuff, which I have not gotten yet. There's 2 band footage, I think. Towards the end of the game, it does get a little more actiony. It doesn't take away from it too much. You're on a ship later on, and that gets a little actiony. Your wife has a little bit of a past that she never told you about. You find that stuff out. And the enemies look cool. I mean, the game looks great. There's a lot of good detail and stuff. You can play this in VR on the PS4, and I heard that's super creepy. But it looks really good. It's a good atmosphere. The voice acting's solid as well. It's crazy because it really does retain old elements of the series while really feeling completely new, which is really cool. And the mansion's big. There's kind of different areas, and then Marguerite has her own. The old house is in there. That's like her area. She will also stalk you, but she's on a set path, so you can avoid her easily. There's giant bugs later on. You get big flies and stuff. There's like quite a few legitimately like creepy parts. And there's jump scares in there, but there's like really good creepy parts as well. There's some light puzzles in there as well, nothing too hard. The one kind of puzzle is cool where you gotta pick up this thing and you have to like line it up, do this light to get it to look like an eagle or certain things, and it will open a painting or open a wall or something. Which is cool. There's like a few secret passages that you gotta crawl through. It really is. It's loaded. There's no manual in here. I do want to play the band footage stuff. The story is good. The story is actually pretty good, and you start to feel for the Baker family towards the end when you find out what's going on. You feel for them. It's a pretty good story. There's an excellent song that plays during the end credits. That's fucking eerie and really good. Go Tell Aunt Rhody, it's called. I think it's kind of based on an old folklore song. What else? I'm trying to think of what else I'm forgetting here. I'm probably forgetting playing. There's nothing really bothered me about this game. There's no real hiccups or any like glitches or anything. It ran pretty smoothly. What else? Like, no points. I mean, there's a few parts that kind of pissed me off. Like, sometimes enemies will go down quickly. I'm talking, like, if I'm hitting them in the head, sometimes they'll go down quick, and sometimes they won't. There's a few different they're called the molded enemies. There's a few different types of them. There's, like, a spiderish one. There's a regular one. And there's a giant one with a big gut that spits out crap. It's not really, this is more of a strategy to those ones, but the other one, the ones move quick. The spiderish ones move quick, but they can be killed fast. And there's a regular ones that move fairly slow, but they can get on you pretty quick. It's good to try to avoid those too, to save ammo. I found a few points where I got a little low on it. Some cool boss fights. You fight the first time you fight Jack. I'm pretty sure his name's Jack. I hope it is. You fight him, and you both have chainsaws involved. It's actually a pretty cool fight. You fight him again. Where he gets a lot, he's mutated, classic Resident Evil enemy. Same thing with the end and stuff. I think you can't. Pretty sure you can't. I'm really forgetting stuff because I beat it like 2 weeks ago now. I'm pretty sure you can't upgrade the guns or anything like that. You can make ammo. You get the usual. You get herbs and you mix the herbs with chem fluid or whatever, and certain ones will make ammunition, or you can break them down as well to get some other items to mix them with stuff as well, so you can break them down and stuff like that. But you get herbs. You can eat the herbs by themselves, but it's better to mix them with stuff. And they turn into medicine jars or whatever. There's a lot of cool stuff going on. Like the bug part can be a bit annoying until you get the flamethrower. Then it's much easier. I said it's a pretty long game. I mean, I guess you could breeze. I mean, there's an achievement for under 4 hours, so you could breeze through it. I mean, I feel like doing that the first time would be very hard. But you unlock stuff as you beat it. Like, I unlocked defense things for helping defense-wise. I unlocked the quicker speed, and I unlocked the Wesker's handgun from the first game. There's a little nod to him. I mean, it's in the same universe, so you'll find things from other games. Like, there's a book from one of the Outbreak games lying around. It's like a Raccoon City pamphlet type thing. Stuff like that, where like 18 years later, with Raccoon City, there's a little thing like that. There are callbacks to other games as well. A familiar face pops up towards the end. Or at the end, I should say. It's supposed to be a free episode 2, which is cool, coming in the spring. It's an excellent survival horror game. In my opinion, it's the creepiest in the series. It looks great. The voice acting's solid enough. A little bit like anything else, is a little underplayed. It's hard sometimes. Excuse me, with video games, something you feel like maybe the person would be a little more excited or something, or creeped out, but it doesn't come off that way. But I haven't had any problems with it. I mean, I loved it, man. Like I said, the creepy factor was great for me. I never had that experience from Resident Evil before. Pure, creep, oh no, what's going to be around the corner? What's going on? There's parts where it's really dark and stuff, and a ball pops out, and it's really well done. Looks very good. Some of the faces, I guess, look a little plasticky almost, but it didn't really bother me too much. The environments are kind of varied. Later on, you'll see more different environments, but it's mostly the house. And there's a greenhouse as well, old house and stuff. There's like a mine area towards the end as well. But it's a really fucking good game. I would suggest this for anybody who's into survival horror. I'm sure I missed out on some points here, but I need to write down these things as notes. But yeah, I plan on doing more reviews. I like doing them. I just like talking about the games, especially if I like them. If anybody, maybe I'll do that. I'll mention that in another video, actually, if anybody gets through all of this. I'll do that in another video, but I will probably put up a request video. If anybody has requests for me to do any kind of videos, let me know, because I'm kind of running out of ideas for stuff. I mean, I have like more, but any kind of input would help. But yeah, anybody check this out. I mean, myself, I'd probably give it about a 9 out of 10 if I had to rate it. Creepiness, looks good, it's creepy. Solid story for Resident Evil, because, I mean, Resident Evil at first was a cool story, but then it kind of got it all out of control. It's creepy, the gameplay is fun, you know, it's fun. Like I said, you move a little slow, but it's not that big of a deal. I kind of like it in first person, I did not have any problem with it. I don't know if they're going to go back to third or not, but I kind of hope they stick with first. But yeah, anybody who is into survival horror and has not played this yet, it hasn't been out long, definitely check it out, because it is well worth playing. Thanks everybody for checking this out. Have a good day.